You know that feeling, right? When a new attraction sparks and suddenly the world seems to glow a little brighter. It's exciting, intoxicating, and completely normal. But in those early exhilarating moments, your mind has a quiet, almost sneaky habit of rewriting reality. It's like a built-in editor, softening the edges of anything that might signal caution. Behaviors that should make you pause are often justified, reinterpreted, or simply overlooked, all through the powerful lens of hope. You want to believe the best, and your heart is open. What feels like undeniable chemistry can slowly, subtly become an emotional blindfold. It's not intentional, but it happens to the best of us. This is why some crushes, despite feeling incredibly intense and exciting, are quietly destructive from the very beginning. They're built on shaky ground you just haven't seen yet. One of the most damaging patterns you might encounter is the person who is consistently absent at the moments that truly matter. Think about it. At first, their inconsistency can feel mysterious. Maybe they're just super busy, you tell yourself. They must have a lot on their plate. You try to understand. You might even find yourself making excuses for them, trying to fill in the gaps with positive interpretations. You want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But over time, a pattern begins to reveal itself, like a faint outline becoming clearer with each passing day. It's not just a busy week, it's a way of operating. Messages go unanswered for hours, sometimes days. Plans you made together mysteriously dissolve, often without a clear explanation. Any step toward emotional clarity, any conversation about where things stand, is skillfully avoided. They deflect, they change the subject, or they simply disappear. This isn't shyness, and it's certainly not confusion on their part. This is emotional avoidance, a deep-seated reluctance to engage with genuine connection. Instead of communicating honestly about their feelings or intentions, they simply disappear, leaving you to carry the emotional weight alone. You're left wondering, analyzing. They leave you with a lingering sense of uncertainty, a constant state of what-ifs and maybes. This isn't a sign of strong interest. It's a sign of emotional immaturity. Another type of person keeps you close, not out of genuine care or affection, but purely out of convenience. They like having you around. They are perfectly aware of your feelings for them. They see your interest, your kindness, your availability, and they allow it to exist without ever truly addressing it. Sometimes they might even subtly let others know about your interest, quietly enjoying the validation it brings to their ego. It's a subtle form of boasting. You become a constant source of reassurance for their self-image, a convenient boost to their confidence, rather than a person they genuinely intend to choose or pursue. The problem here isn't your value, not at all. You are worthy of genuine affection. The problem is that your affection is being used as fuel for someone else's self-image. Relationships that begin with this kind of subtle exploitation rarely, if ever, evolve into mutual respect and genuine partnership. They stay transactional. True connection requires effort and intention from both sides, not just one person passively receiving validation. You deserve more than to be someone's ego boost. Then there are those who disguise cruelty as humor. It starts subtly, perhaps with a playful tease, a lighthearted jab that you brush off. But what begins as teasing slowly, almost imperceptibly, turns into public embarrassment. Their jokes start to make you, and even others around you, uncomfortable. The laughter that follows their comments feels hollow, forced, and often leaves you feeling small or exposed. It's not funny anymore. When you try to confront them, to express how their words make you feel, they often refuse to apologize or reflect. They might say, "It was just a joke, lighten up." Humiliating others, even with a smile, is often a defense mechanism rooted in deep insecurity. It's a way to feel powerful by making someone else feel less so. And in a romantic context, that behavior doesn't just disappear, it shifts direction. If someone elevates themselves by lowering others, it's only a matter of time before you become the target. Your partner should be your biggest advocate, not someone who makes you question your worth or your sense of humor. True humor lifts, it doesn't diminish. Some people reveal their true character through how they treat those they don't perceive as needing them. Pay close attention to this. Rudeness toward strangers, impatience with service workers, or dismissiveness toward your friends is often dismissed as just their attitude or even confidence. But disrespect is not selective. It's a habit, a deeply ingrained way of interacting with the world. It's a reflection of their inner state, How someone behaves when there is nothing to gain from a situation, when they are not trying to impress you or anyone else, is the clearest indicator of their true self. It shows you how they will behave once the initial excitement and novelty of your connection fades. That's when the real person emerges. Respect that is conditional, respect that only appears when they want something from you or are trying to impress, is not respect at all. It's a performance. A history of infidelity is another significant warning sign, often softened by hope and the desire to see the best in someone. It's a tough one to face. When betrayal is framed solely as a mistake rather than a pattern of behavior, and no real accountability or genuine growth follows, the risk remains very high. This isn't about moral judgment. It's about behavioral consistency and a person's capacity for commitment and trust. Actions speak louder than words. Someone who has not truly resolved their relationship with commitment, who hasn't done the inner work, simply cannot offer genuine emotional safety to someone else. You deserve a relationship built on trust and reliability, where promises are kept and loyalty is a given, not a gamble. Don't let hope blind you to past patterns. Then there is the dynamic where your giving, replaces genuine connection. This is a subtle but potent trap. They might constantly ask for favors, for your support, for your time, and for your energy, often knowing you will say yes because you care deeply. Promises of reciprocity, of them returning the favor or putting in equal effort, remain vague, unfulfilled, or simply never materialize. Over time, the relationship becomes transactional, but only in one direction. You are constantly giving, and they are constantly receiving. When your affection is rewarded with their access, rather than their genuine effort and reciprocal care, the issue isn't your kindness. It's the absence of healthy boundaries. True connection is a two-way street, a balanced exchange of giving and receiving. Your generosity should be appreciated, not exploited. The most dangerous pattern, however, is the one that slowly, subtly isolates you from your support system. This one is particularly insidious. It rarely begins with overt control or demands. It often starts with what feels like a preference, a desire to spend more time with you. They want more of your time, more of your attention. Then they subtly start to question your other relationships, your friendships, your family ties. They might make comments like, "Do you really need to see them again?" Or, "They don't really understand you like I do." They position themselves as your only confidant. Eventually, they position themselves as your primary emotional reference point, the only one who truly gets you. Your world starts to shrink around them. Control, when disguised as concern or intense love, is easy to mistake for genuine affection. It feels like they just want you all to themselves. But any connection, no matter how passionate it feels, that slowly removes your support system, that makes you feel dependent, is not intimacy. It is erosion. It chips away at your independence, your self-reliance, and your connections to the outside world, leaving you vulnerable. Having a crush, feeling intense attraction, is not a weakness. It is a beautiful, deeply human response to connection and possibility. But attraction should never, ever require you to silence your instincts, to minimize glaring red flags, or to sacrifice your fundamental emotional safety. Letting go of someone who consistently shows immaturity, emotional avoidance, control, or disrespect is not a loss. It is an act of profound self-respect. It's choosing yourself, choosing your peace, and choosing the kind of love that truly uplifts you. You deserve a love that expands your world, not shrinks it. Real attraction, true connection, does not ask you to shrink, to endure confusion, or to trade your peace for potential. It meets you where you are. It encourages you to be your full, authentic self, supported and cherished. Trust your gut, honor your boundaries, and choose wisely. You are worthy of a love that feels safe, clear, and genuinely reciprocal. Don't settle for anything less.